This is a different console than the last three. So.
It was a PlayStation 2 exclusive.
Oh, okay.
It also does not have any guest characters.
Oh.
People thought that Dante was supposed to show up in here, but that was just a really badly made up rumor from internet mythos.
Ah, man, that was around the time that I was hearing all sorts of rumors about games. Like, I think this one, my friend was just like, "Oh, they're gonna add Afro Samurai." It's like, I mean, sure, but I haven't heard about that in like since then. So,
Oh
but
yeah, I forgot about this!
oh, I remember this. Wow.
Everyone in the audience is now dead.
Oh man, so I mentioned this before. I had a modded PS2 that I borrowed from
Oh
my
no!
friend that had this game on it already. So I messed with this a little bit, but I just couldn't get into it.
On a casual level, it has like the most amount of modes and meat, but like when it comes to like competitive play, it like was not good.
Yeah, it seemed like a pretty decent like single player experience.
Oh yeah, totally. I had a lot of fun with it as a kid.
Oh, was this the game that had that like it was like an interesting some sort of solo mode where you like go around different cities or something?
Yeah, that's the mode that we're gonna be seeing in this
Oh,
video.
excellent. Okay.
Because it has like the narrative element. While
Ah,
arcade mode is just, fight these dudes.
right. Yeah.
This is 2005.
My hand.
Masturbate!
Oh, turning into an Necrit. No.
I wish.
They did not skimp out.
Yeah, this intro is pretty long. And there's the only black character in Soul Calibur.
Did you scare that horse with his eyes?
It was his aura, like Rao in Fist of the North Star.
Ah.
And I think that's all we get to see of Keelik.
Oh,
Which for the
yeah.
protagonist of Soul Calibur.
Forgot she was introduced in this game.
Tira sucks.
Aw.
Setsuka, on the other hand.
That was a stock sound effect.
He just rolls up to her and he just gives this cocky ass smile.
Let's go, Mom.
No, they're sisters.
Let's go, sister. Okay.
Yeah.
Are they just having a fight over who gets to wear that outfit?
Which one?
Both.
Raphael, what did they do to you?
Oh, yeah.
They're just like, he's a vampire now.
There weren't enough supernatural elements in this series.
Yeah, they went hella overboard with this title and beyond.
Yeah, this is quite extravagant.
Oh, it'll get extreme in 4 and 5.
This This whole ass big sword, sure.
That's literally the gut sword.
That was really long, but it didn't really establish a whole lot.
It was just like, look at how cool our characters can be.
I guess so.
Calibur 3.
You know what's stupid about this logo?
What's that?
Soul Calibur 2 Nightmare.
To the new stage.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, this looks familiar, alright.
Yeah. The zoom in after they've done loading.
Give it up.
Me and my big ass popsicle.
Oh boy.
Reading.
Here's some lore for you.
I don't think I was really too deep into the Soul Calibur lore.
Yeah.
I mean, 5 was like the tipping point, and that's why 6 was like that reboot.
These games have like a lot of story to them, I'm starting to realize.
Yeah. Doesn't like Tekken also have like a boatload of dumb shit in it?
That is fair. I think that was starting with 5, like the Devil Within.
But then again, does it like take itself too super seriously? Because
It depends. I mean, from the beginning, the whole like Kazuya and Heihachi thing is kind of silly, and how over the top it is. I think it really depends on how you look at it. I've always seen it as kind of
Darkness. Get out of the way.
like it knows it's ridiculous, you know?
oh yeah, there's
Swordsman.
creative character was introduced in this game,
Oh yeah, yeah.
and this was the only Soul Calibur that had original creative character movesets, which I really wish came back.
Oh yeah, okay. I thought they did that again, but no, you're right.
You win.
The only one was like Devil Jin and 5 for some reason.
Oh yeah.
Reading.
Okay, so this is not what I was thinking of. There was a mode. I remember Mel talked about it a lot. It was almost RTS.
Oh, you're talking about the other one. Yeah,
Yeah.
the RTS thing.
Yeah, which is very interesting for a fighting game.
It's hella unique, I'll give it that.
It's sort of weird. Like this game does seem like it is basically like a fighting game for the single player experience.
Yeah.
Means Angry Joe probably loves it.
Journey lies
Angry Joe.
Sinners need no mercy or sympathy.
Well, aren't we cheeky? This'll be fun.
Versus Ivy.
I thought Siegfried like normally had long hair. I didn't realize he mostly kept it short.
This is an alternate costume, actually.
Ah, okay. But he had it long in the opening, didn't he?
Yeah. It's like ever since Soul Calibur, he had long hair.
You could never beat me.
Got our English voices back. That's good.
Yeah. And with that, I believe we are going to fight Zasalmel. It always happens on stage 3.
Huh.
I hope you like quick time events.
Uh-oh. This is starting to sound familiar. I might play this game
Oh,
more
wait,
than I
not yet.
realized.
I guess Tyr is going to show up first.
Oh, hi.
This is completely absurd.
I mean, yeah, I was thinking that too, but...
Even exist.
It could have been like the cheery Tyr, but then...
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, that was the thing, wasn't it?
Yeah, the Harley Quinn of Soul Calibur.
I'm annoyed. I'm going to make you disappear forever.
I don't know if I...
You're the one that
it's like I kind of want to like her, and then I remember there's some pretty dumb stuff about her too.
Versus Tira. Fight.
At least I don't have to have her in my roster in 6.
Harsh. Throw her in the fucking river.
Life is not for your taking.
Get into that drink.
She slipped away by being forced into the river.
She swam really quickly.
She ran on the water. It was very Sonic-like. Oh yeah, we got branching paths too.
Yeah. I know that there's a way where instead of fighting Abyss at the end, you can fight Night Terror.
Night Terror?
Yeah, they literally gave, like, Nightmare a stupid extra form.
The almighty ones and unleash their fury.
I think if we have time after we're done with this, I should show you, because
Nightmares.
hacking it with Game Shark and doing an arcade run is just stupid.
Versus Revenant.
Oh, Revenant.
Rattle me bones!
I wonder how balanced this game is.
No, not very, not very. Until the arcade edition.
Whee!
And choke. You win.
Wow.
Never again will I bend to anyone's will.
Brofist. Yeah, by us. Oh, I guess he doesn't want to chat.
Aw.
Here's the part where you fight Zasalamel.
Oh, he always makes me think he's like the Raven of this universe. This,
Zasalamel's story is weird because in this game, he wants to be immortal because he keeps reincarnating. And he needs, you know, the swords to do that.
Oh.
You served your purpose. It's time for you to die.
Look behind you. Idiot.
I'm just gonna stand here. How would you end up here accidentally? Oh,
I just
Jesus.
wanted to find the restroom.
Oh god, I do remember this.
Come, I shall hold a requiem for your soul.
And then I'll throw more gears at you like a fucking dork.
Is this how Geras is born? Come, come, come.
This is where he got his whitening technology.
And choke. You win. I do not desire a false salvation.
He said that all while falling.
He left him a note on one of the rats.
Sticky noted a rat.
I was trying to say earlier that in Soul Calibur 4, Zasalamel wants to become immortal again so he could watch over humanity.
So he becomes mortal and then goes like, ah, shit.
Yeah, these people are fucking stupid.
That, you know, that whole immortal thing, maybe it wasn't all that bad. I should go back to that.
Sealed in purest silk.
I mean, he wrote all the books he wanted, and then he literally just sits there waiting to die.
Let's see what you can do.
Oh,
Versus Setsuka.
I forgot Setsuka had a blonde outfit in this. It's a weird thing to notice that, like, half Japanese, half, like, European or American characters are depicted differently in Japan and America. Like, in Japan, they're usually, like, blonde, and in America, they're usually, like, black hair.
Cleanse myself of this sin.
So is that lady in other Soul Calibur games?
4, and that's it.
Ah.
Her fighting style was in 5,
Oh, okay.
but it was put on that shitty protagonist character.
Oh, right, yeah, that was the reboot game.
5 wasn't the... It was like the Street Fighter 3, but it fucking sucked.
Oh, yeah, well, fair enough. I always say that with, like roster reboots, but it's not, you know.
Yeah, I was half tempted to show the story, but it's 2 fucking hours long. I'll just tell you the story when we get there.
Doesn't matter whether I am saved.
Lunatic. That's the weapon, right?
Lizard Man. Fight.
I hope.
Versus a lunatic.
He just happens to be a lizard.
I know, like, it's just like... the most notable thing about this person is he's a little unhinged.
He had an easy ring out in Soul Calibur 1.
Oh. Is that how long Lizard Man's been around? Damn.
Yeah.
Shh.
Will I ever be saved?
Yeah, but I thought it didn't matter.
It doesn't even!
Lore.
Yeah.
To appease the wind.
I think we're gonna be kicking the shit out of Talon.
Challenge.
Mighty Combat, if you watch this video, then I apologize.
I think it's one thing where, like, you can have a story, sure, but it's a lot more interesting to see, like, the characters interacting and doing things and not just, like, reading about what this person's doing.
Too much money for cinematics.
Shh.
I mean, that is a thing I was thinking about when it comes to, like, story modes in fighting games.
Yeah,
Like,
because the ones I think
it's
of that I
kind of
like
a-
are, like, ones where it's mostly just, like, characters talking to each other.
Yeah. I mean, if that's it, then there's, like, not much replayability value in it.
True, but... I mean, you... I guess it depends on how you like your stories. I tend to like them just one way because you give them multiple paths and it's just like, okay, well, what's actually happening?
Yeah, the canon ending is, like, sometimes up in the air.
Yeah.
In Soul Calibur 6, they have, like, the whole chronology lined out, which I think was really neat.
Oh,
So that's
yeah.
the most I can say about Soul Calibur 6's story mode.
I did find that pretty interesting.
I love Castlevania, huh?
You will regret not killing me when you had the chance. You're no longer human, are you?
Oh, that was in this game, okay.
Fight.
Or is it, like, officially established yet what's wrong with him?
And then in 4, he's like, I've gone full-on Alucard. And then in 5, he's the body for Nightmare, and
What?
yeah, that happened.
Jesus. Uh-oh.
It's not like I have a sword where I could break out of here.
What was that about? That changed the ending, or...?
I think you would have been able to fight Nightmare first.
I'm impressed that you made it this far. Not bad.
How would that work? I fought my past self.
Oh no, they like split in half at this point.
Oh boy.
Versus Zasalamel. Fight.
That's it! That's it!
You didn't learn your lesson from last time?
Yeah, I avoided your vitals, however you're sopping wet.
Avoid your vitals like pushing you into a river and winning by a technicality.
How does that even work in like a real situation?
I did not expect such power.
I did not expect such cheese.
Come all this way just to die here.
But I thought you couldn't die. Wait.
I think it's like a Gears thing where he dies and then he gets into a different body or something.
Ah. You make a lot of assumptions about my knowledge of MK11.
That's two different black characters who just die and come back to life. There's a magic bullshit.
I love magic bullshit.
I love magic black people.
Oh, you actually blocked that one.
There's no way I can let this thing free.
I think it's playing the wrong music too. Oh, never mind.
Fight.
Oh, fun fact about Abyss. His intro is cut off in the English version. He says, "You who would stand against me, prepare to battle one fight."
Jesus.
Because his line is shorter in Japanese.
Right, yeah. That always reminds me of, like, Wesker's lines in MVC3. For that super where he just interrupts himself mid-sentence.
Mortals are so, you are nothing to me!
Yeah, that's it. I like the idea of the protagonist doing that to the final boss of any game. Just, I don't like you. Not nearly as flashy as Inferno.
Yeah.
Now loading.
Yeah. Loading your cinematicals. Please insert a verification can to continue.
Seek
Fried.
will pay for what you've done. You will never run away from your sin. You have no right to live. It is a sin for you to be alive.
Ugh.
I was like, is there actually going to be a shot where there's multiple nightmares on screen? There it is. I was like, for a second, I was like, they're only going to have show one at a time, aren't they? To hide the fact that they
The
don't
Nightmare
have one.
Collective.
Father?
No,
that's
that's
the-
the son, you idiot.
Beat me to it.
Father, I will live on. No matter what happens.
Yeah, including fighting a black guy who turned into a morbid skeleton ass. And getting hit by a giant gear and somehow living.
I'm going to push everybody off the stage for you.
It's non-lethal. As long as they just get into water.
Tira, my favorite.
Yeah.
Like, why is this showing this picture?
It will probably, like, change around between characters.
I was thinking that, and then I'm like, but why would it start with her?
Because she's one of the new characters they introduce.
She's important. She jumped you and went, I don't like you. There he is.
Yeah.
There's character number 2.
Again, the only black character in Soul Calibur.
I know.
You have to create the rest.
It's very somber.
Yeah. Unlike Soul Calibur 2, which just got straight to the point. You know, ending, the legend will never die.
Oh, my favorite character, the stage? The balcony?
Yeah, I love playing the cathedral stage. Alongside my favorite Soul Calibur 4 character, Polygon B.
Tekken Force Grunt, wait.
Nancy from Tekken 6.
Who was the charade of this game? Was that...
Olkadan.
I don't know who that is. Don't remember.
He's like a person who was cursed to be part bird.
Oh, that sounds familiar.
He has a fucking bird face and bird legs.
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
Everybody has like this weapon demonstration video which you can get as a bonus, and his is just him sitting there, and then it ends with him screeching, "Oh!"
I was gonna do a Kuja sound, but I didn't feel brave enough.
No, wait,
That's
that's
Shion.
Shion.
Yeah.
There we go, there we go. There's Nightmare with constipation. There's Siegfried looking at his dad.
My new nickname for the son, Siegfried's dad.
New sound? What, like new metal?
Wait, what the hell?
Quality assurance, yeah, that's why we had an arcade edition.
Here's one of the Doom enemies.
mod Doom, so they just say, "You who would stand against me, prepare to."
Oh, thanks to all the Tekken staff for being part of Namco, I guess.
Yeah. What does the Tekken staff even have to do with this?
They probably told them how to make a fighting game. Yeah, we don't see a lot of Yoshimitsu in any of these videos. As in, I'm not sure he showed up in any of them so far.
Only in, like, the intro to Soul Calibur, that's it.
Oh, yeah. Such a weird thing that they just kind of made a character just kind of part of this series just because why not?
Yeah, same studio, and, you know, he had a weapon before...
Yeah.
Although he didn't use it as much, because I definitely think he just has some punches while he's holding his sword.
Yeah, for
if
sure.
I'm not mistaken.
I might be wrong about this. I think every attack that uses a sword in Tekken is unblockable, which is why he doesn't have many of them.
Ah, realism in my fighting games.
Yeah.
Until we get to the realist fighting game, Battle K Road.
Yeah, with the Terminator in it.
I almost wanted to say 3-count bout. Gotchak Big Bomb. Why does Talim have the whole ass soul edge like she's gonna eat it like a corn cob?
This looks delicious.
Ah, Golden Corral, where I could get a whole ass soul edge.
It just looks like a big drumstick to her.
Like,
I'm sure in some Soul Calibur game that's the joke weapon.
I think that actually is the joke weapon for Lizard Man at some point.
Oh
A
yeah!
drumstick and like a frying pot.
That's right, yeah. My god, this goes on a while.
Yeah, I think this is even longer than the intro, jeez.
Project Soul.
Yeah, and we will change our logo only once and then go back to that. Soul Calibur 5 was such a big mistake.
Oh man, yeah. Can't wait to see that.
At least it's not going to be 2 hours of it!
Very triumphant ending for some game I'm kind of lukewarm on.
Legend will never die.
This is also a slightly eerie screen.
The
Not as
music,
eerie as this one.
yeah, the music's nice, but it's just like, ugh.
The world is ending.
360, we really are just going everywhere.
No 360 logo, though.
Yeah.
This is like the great big dipping point in Soul Calibur. And it's not because Star Wars is in it.
Oh, right, yeah, my cousin played a lot of this game. I actually don't think I ever touched it.
It is not good.
Star Wars? The fuck? Kind of
They wanted to bring a new audience in!
Didn't some Soul Calibur game have Kratos in it?
The PSP version of this game.
Right.
And his moves got put into Lizard Man in 5.
Sure. It's kind of like how Seth has some JoJo's moves.
Downloaded! So you go into this stupid story about the person who made the swords.
Oh no.
My son!
Who is this?
Algol. Sean! Sean! Sean!
How do you accidentally make something like this?
Sean! They didn't make it on accident. They most definitely did not make it by accident.
Okay then. Is it just Shumagarath? That's what it reminds me of.
And here's Siegfried with his ice armor. I hate that Soul Calibur design so much.
He reminds me more and more of Arthas every single time I see him. For my father, the king.
Yeah, Hilda here is one of 2 new characters introduced. And she's broken as shit.
Oh.
Oh. Run you over with my 2005 Honda Civic!
Oh my god, he's actually in the intro, okay.
Yeah.
God, that's...
That's so weird!
That is.
Kung Pao penis!
Is this pre-rendered?
I think it's in-engine.
Let's say.
But it's just at 30 FPS.
It's not nearly as good looking as the last one.
This anime bullshit is like cranked up to 100.
Yeah. Again, I have no idea what's going on. I don't think there actually is much of a... It's not really establishing anything, it's just, here are characters.
It's literally big-ass tower.
Like...
Everybody goes to it.
Ah.
For swords.
Is Gil in that tower?
I wish.
A lot of fire and ice going on.
Yeah, like icy hot.
Did they give Siegfried like an ice theme?
I guess?
Really, he just used like fucking someone like a Colleen move.
Her V trigger 1.
Yeah.
So the bad thing about this is, 1, I don't think we'll be seeing Algol, and 2, we will not be seeing any of the Star Wars characters.
That's a bad thing, though.
But Yoda can crouch most horizontals just by standing there. And grabs.
Yeah, that seemed like that was ill-advised. It's like we didn't learn anything from Gon from Tekken 3.
Well, at least Darth Vader was a DLC for the Xbox version. So it's not like entirely console exclusive? Is Siegfried always wearing the frigging ice suit in this game? So I just imagine him going to a tavern talking to people just covered in fucking ice.
Oh, I just imagine him yelling, "Ice beam!"
Arctic attack! So if he trips, then is he gonna shatter into a million pieces?
I can't get past the fact that Siegfried's story hasn't changed in all of these games we've seen. Like, there's not a lot going on, it's just...
You have a lot of characters, it's sometimes hard to think of developments other than just push them aside, they're not important. As we're gonna see in Soul Calibur 5.
Well, the problem is that Soul Calibur is so big on its story.
Yeah...
There's so much writing, but not a lot seems to go on in it.
Like, I think it should have, like, a character focus. Not like 5, not like 5. Like, have one protagonist, just follow him on his story. Maybe he could meet up, like, everyone at some point.
Because I think, like, every Tekken game, even if very minorly, there's still something going on that's new with the protagonist.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, we made a new cast, everyone wants Kazuya back. Oh, Kazuya's back.
Like, for Battle Craze, I was thinking, if there ever is, like, a narrative, it should just, like, focus mainly on Ajit.
Yeah.
Maybe, like, 2 or 3 others.
I mean, it's fine if it's like a fighting game, if every character has their own story, it's just, you don't have to really have...
Everybody in the
yeah.
Slam Bam Thank You Ma'am.
Yeah.
In the Royal Rumble, in the Hell in a Cell. Yeah, this game is just Hell in a Cell.
I feel like if you try to do too much of the story, like, depending on what you've got set up... Right, I think I mostly think of the fact that, like, Marvel's Capcom Infinite...
Only those who
It's like,
survive.
oh, we need to have a story, and it's like, but that's like a crossover thing, so that's a little different.
How many sins will you commit?
Father, is that you? No, you cannot fool me. Stage start.
What? Oh, that's another create a character thing.
Yeah. Yeah, and there are freaking stats now. Well, it's like armor pieces also give off certain stats, and there are also like more explicit bonuses, like unlike the others.
Oh wow, this is getting kind of wild.
Like, I know that the extra mode in 2 and 3 just had like weapons with different effects, and this one just takes it to another extreme.
Remember who you are.
Battle, fight.
So 6 it got more grounded, like it was like I think there was armor breaking, but it was like purely cosmetic.
I think, yeah. Yeah, if you break the guard enough, you can instant kill them, like friggin' Guilty Gear.
Oh.
How dare you? Do not expect forgiveness.
How dare you?
How dare you!
Don't make fun of me in my ice suit.
Yeah, I'm going to Comic-Con next year, and I'm going to every... Fuck, I don't know where I was going with that.
Where's
I just
my
wanted to
ice
say
armor?
Has-Been Hotel, but...
Just, you know, excuse to say
Freeze
has
them in
been
ice.
Every battle is connected to the
Like I wanted to
two
say Alex
opposing
Lexus.
swords.
Servants of the evil sword, you shall not escape.
Stage
Well, that
start.
voice certainly isn't helping my opinion of her.
Yeah, this is like the worst Tira appearance.
That design sucks.
Tira sucks!
Ring out.
I thought she was okay, but after hearing that voice, I'm kind of regretting that decision.
Here's Valdo in his Egypt-themed getup.
Whatever you call what he wears.
If he's fucking blind, how does he even pick out his own outfits?
Well, oh wow, okay. We got a Shadow Soldier. He's also just a weird Valdo guy.
Not Shadow from Marvel Superheroes vs. Street Fighter. Who's just Charlie before Street Fighter V.
Imagine Charlie doing all of this.
Go to sleep!
Stage
I do not expect to be forgiven.
Don't ask me how, but I misread the word forgiven as burger.
I'm just hungry.
I need a diet burger.
Sure.
Oh, one thing that slipped my mind is that every third stage, there's like one of 5 guest characters?
Yeah.
They have like the same moveset as another character, but they're like guest designed by like anime artists.
Ah, okay.
One of them is literally a Sergeant Frog character. Like, she literally shows up in the manga at some point.
Oh my god.
And there's... I wonder who we're gonna be fighting.
It's a pretty good animation for establishing nothing.
Oh no, there's just
a
Scheherazade.
formidable opponent awaits.
It was,
She's just...
I don't care who you are. I'll take you on. Don't resist, and I promise I'll make it quick.
yeah, that's the most forgettable thing
Stage
ever.
start.
Yeah. They all have creative character voices, that's why.
Ah.
I think they use all 5 female voice options. The other 3 include an Oni girl with a big club with Nightmare's moveset, like a Gothic Lolita Astaroth robot,
What?
and Bayonetta but with katanas and somehow a lot shittier.
Yikes.
I
like somehow shittier.
Sacrifice my life.
I actually didn't mean to say that. I think Bayonetta's pretty cool. It's just, you know.
I had a feeling. The more I look at that sword, the more I realize that is the ugliest fucking thing ever.
Yeah, I'm surprised that it doesn't break into a million fucking pieces.
Yeah, I'm not sure how it's holding up. Other than magic.
determination, obsession.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
hope.
Sophie kind
The
of
fiery
evil in this.
emotions illuminate
What?
the two
Because,
souls.
like, Tira told
out
her,
of my
you
way."
need Soul Edge, and she's like,
now that I know who
yeah.
you are, I will not yield.
I'll take Soul Edge and destroy Soul Calibur,
Stage
I
start.
guess.
So Hilda was always kind of weird on because it's like, oh, they made a character who's like wearing clothes.
But this is, like, the worst point in, like, female character designs. Because this is, like, the least amount of clothes that Ivy has on her.
Too many sins have been committed by both of us.
Jesus!
Battle,
Yeah.
fight.
I know Melee has a soft spot for this character, but I don't even imagine her wearing this.
This character is like the definition to me of like personality not matching outfits. Where it's like we wanted to have
yeah.
a character dressed like fucking garbage, but we don't want it to
I
make
have
any
made
sense.
My decision.
Tissue paper.
Oh, and then there was this design, yeah.
They just kept growing her gams.
I remember that being a thing in One Piece where the author actually pointed out, he's like, oh yeah, I've been making Nami's breasts larger over time because, you know, she's a
And her
growing girl.
waist thinner. And her waist thinner.
Yeah. It's like, okay, shut up.
KO.
Forgive me. I shall not forget this pain.
Was that a Siegfried dab? So yeah, Siegfried, Nightmare, and Algar are like one of 3 final bosses you could fight in this. It depends on which character you pick, but for Siegfried, it's... Did Taki just... Dude, Taki!
She just spontaneously combusted, like a car in GTA.
Listen. Listen to the quickening of darkness.
They really did like an ice and fire thing between these two.
Yeah,
That's
that
weird.
wasn't needed at fucking all. They ixnayed the
curtain
ice
has been
in 6
raised.
at least.
Those chosen by history begin their final
Let's
battle.
do this. My unforgivable past.
My unforgivable past, which I've not been able to forget for
Stage start.
past 5 games. And I'm gonna continue to not forget about it.
Yeah, these fights are actually kind of horseshit because they have like the absurdest buffs. Also, you cannot ring them out.
Oh, you know, with a fucking unblockable though, whatever. Good. Thanks, Siegfried.
Good. You've killed me.
That was just, what was that guy's name from, Shadow Wars Secession?
Viper.
Yes.
When is Riggs gonna show up?
With this, it ends.
Oh yeah, the dubbing is off. Notice their lips. They didn't even bother this time.
Our kind should not exist in this world. Not ever again.
That is so bad.
Well,
Oh yeah, right. I remember what happens to this ending now. He just fucking freezes the 2 of them.
What? I'm gonna demolition man myself.
And then centuries later, fucking Gil appears.
What the fuck?
You know what I just noticed? He's hollow, so if you push him over...
That's the fucking weirdest ending ever. Okay.
Is that like a meaning for like crystal meth or something? Oh, this is also another game with credits somehow longer than the arcade mode.
Oh boy.
I think this is now a perfect time to look at twitter.com.
I'm guessing this game's gameplay didn't go over well considering they got
It
rid
is. It is like the worst. Like tournament play was literally people run up to each other and block
Oh no.
because they were afraid of long restun combos, which were possible in the game.
Yikes. And then, well, I mean, we'll get to 5, but I'm trying to think what else I could even say about this game other than Star Wars was in it. Like,
Somehow.
I get that Star Wars is big, and if you can get Star Wars, then you fucking do it, but, like, man, you couldn't have found something that at least remotely fit in your game?
I think my brother's excuse was, it says in the beginning, a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away.
Yeah, sure.
Mm. Yeah, the Apprentice, which was a freaking game character from a game nobody remembers, he was broken as hell as here.
Seemed worth asking who they introduced in this game. Like,
It was, other than those bonus characters and the Star Wars, it was Hilda, who has ring out combos which are guaranteed for every stage, and Algol, who has bubble infinite juggles.
great.
So much for this quality assurance. Well, I don't want to blame them too much.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just...
that was kind of a bad job.
No, it's a weird game.
It's a hella weird game. It looks pretty, but it's a hella weird game.
Yeah. Because this is starting to get around the time that, like, games are, like, more popular competitively. So I know, like,
Yeah.
competitive fighters are around for quite a while, it's just...
I think sometime after this, or maybe after 5, they had the HD re-release of Soul Calibur 2.
Yeah, sounds right.
Because they realized, oh, this is the one that everybody wants.
I never realized, yeah, like, that was the one that I played the most, and that's actually the one that was, I guess, considered the best.
Mm-hmm.
But no Link.
Like, I wouldn't even know how to rank all these games. 'Cause it's been a while since I played a lot of them. But if given the choice, I would definitely just run to 2 and be Necrid all day.
Was there anything wrong with 3?
There were some stuff, but it's just slipping my mind a bit right now. They're like, with the 8-way run, if you, like, ran anywhere, you would get stunned from, like, any hit.
Ugh, jeez. It was like a
They're
counter
like-
hit?
Yeah, for moving.
Yikes. No.
That's why they had to make an arcade edition to fix all the glitches, but it was a little bit too late for that at that point.
Ah, okay. Those they have some translated versions that have like 4 people working on it.
Freaking Italian version. Oh, somebody else voices Nightmare this time, but Siegfried is still Link.
Huh.
Toru or Hira is Darth Vader.
Oh, The Apprentice, right.
Yeah, The Apprentice.
Forgot who that was.
He looks racist. I mean, he looks like a racist.
He looks like the person keeping more black characters out of Soul Calibur.
Him, Chronica, and somebody else are gonna make the racist team on KOF 15. Oh, great!
Ugh.
All Tekken staff again.
Yeah. They
Special
couldn't save
thanks.
this one.
Fontworks Japan Inc. Oh, they definitely couldn't even say the next one, even if they had Devil Jin in it.
Brandon, this is around the time that Tekken 6 came out, isn't it? Like, not, maybe like within
Say
a
that
year
like
or so.
6 wasn't as good as 5 Retribution? Or is that Bob?
Well, Bob would know more about that. I haven't actually played much of 6, but from what I hear, Tekken 6 was horribly unbalanced.
Oh.
It had a really
Did they
shitty
have-
final boss, and the combos are kind of dumb.
Did it have like a re-release or an update?
6, no, I think it was... I think Tekken mostly does this thing where their arcade versions are their initial ones, and then the re-releases are just the console versions.
Yeah. I wouldn't really know because I don't have much experience in Tekken. It's still daunting to me.
I mean, I'm personally biased towards it, but
And this is the ultimate low point in Soul Calibur history.
I played this
So-
once, and I did not like it.
So, their genius idea to breathe new life into Soul Calibur was to completely change the protagonist to the son and daughter of Sophitia. You know, that character? And they are completely insufferable.
Yeesh.
Like, Patroclus won't shut up about justice. And then frigging Pyrrha is like, oh no, I don't want to fight! And they have frigging anime forms.
Oh boy.
And it's really ironic that they showed the frigging Nightmare and Siegfried rivalry again in this intro. Where the story mode had, like, nothing to do with them.
Yeah, so the way I understand it, and I forget if you told me this or Bob, it was like they wanted to do a roster reboot, but then like halfway through they're like, well, screw it, we need, like either we need the money or we don't have the money, something like that. Like something came up and it's like, just put in a bunch of old characters.
Yeah, they had money issues, most definitely.
Okay, yeah.
Like, the story mode, despite somehow lasting 2 hours, had mostly illustrated and voice-acted drawings for cutscenes, and very few cinematics in between.
Jeez.
And also, like, a lot of cut story bits, too, from what I hear.
So,
I don't think, like, everybody even shows up in the story. Like, no Yoshimitsu, no Lizard Man.
so if I'm trying to follow the story here, and I know that's kind of a futile effort, does this take into
Futile.
consideration Siegfried's last ending?
I think they just, like, found some compromise.
Yeah. This rivalry is just so weird to me, because I didn't realize it's actually, like, consistently, like, the focus. And it's like, it makes no sense, because it was, you know, Siegfried was originally Nightmare, right?
Uh-huh.
And he was just, like, suffering through, like, you know, not forgiving himself for killing his father.
Yeah.
And then that alternate persona just became a new character?
Yeah.
And now he's fighting it, and he has a rivalry with it, despite it not really making sense that it exists.
Think of it like a tapeworm that just grew into a person.
I guess, sure. It just seems like kind of a... I don't know, it's not very interesting, I'd say.
This is hella weird.
It's like they did Kage, right?
Yeah.
But they didn't focus the story on it.
It certainly lasted a lot longer than Kage's story arc.
I know
But
that's
I think
relatively
I know
new,
the reason why it was cut so short, because it got stale after a while.
Yeah.
Look at this paltry selection of modes. Legendary souls.
Shh.
Welcome back to the stage of
Like, most of these characters are just, like, really bad replacements for legacy characters.
Oh yeah, that one lady that replaces Taki, right?
Moon and stars
Yeah.
will not allow surrender.
You don't stand a chance!
No need for words. I speak with this. You seem very eager.
Where's my stupid ice sword?
He doesn't have it anymore.
Fight.
I realized that design was stupid and I gave it up.
I remember, I think I got this game pre-ordered, and it came with a nice art book. And, like, I think it said for Mitsurugi, he, like, just became a farmer, and then he's like, Algol, I must fight him.
So, going by the fact that I only really played Soul Calibur 2, for the longest time I assumed that Mitsurugi was the protagonist.
It's like Soul Calibur has like 3 different protagonists between Mitsurugi, Siegfried, and Keelik.
Yeah.
And that's a problem.
Isn't this the game where Keelik is like Mokujin?
Yeah, he's the Mokujin for male characters.
Oh, okay. What the fuck?
And then Sophitia, who's, I guess, like a spirit in Soul Calibur, is the Mokujin for female characters.
Okay, if you're going to use a gimmicky character like Mokujin, why would you want specific... okay.
Story purposes. Not enough time in the budget.
Alright. Well, it's like, you know, I guess it's that thing with, like, Mokujin or Charade, it's like some, like, non-human thing. Whereas, like, I don't know, if you have a male character using female animations, they think it looks stupid. Is that their problem?
I mean, Edgemaster is in this game, too.
Ah, okay.
Hold close, for it may not be there at the end of your journey.
No need for words. I speak with this. Boring, just like the rest of them.
Maxie's thoughts on Soul Calibur games outside of 2. Oh yeah, this is the game where they introduce fucking Super Meter. Because we need EX moves for those combos and super moves.
I mean, they had to do something with the game, and it was getting a little stale, I think. It's like Tekken was always changing up its combos, and now it has supers of its own, essentially. Although they're pretty well implemented.
I oddly didn't mind using EX moves in here, it's just that Guard Impact, which used to be free, costs meter in this game.
Out of my sight.
Yeah.
Does Siegfried still have the stomping move in 6?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I saw him do it, but he completely whiffed it.
It looks terrible. Like, it looks so... Like, at this point in the series, it looks a little outdated.
Yeah, they should update some animations. Like the Mishimas contorting their bodies to spin their freaking legs.
Even with Battle 4. Why is it set to, like, fucking 5 rounds?
I don't know. No escape! Yeah, Colleen's V trigger 1.
I still got the ice.
Battle has finished.
You're well versed in the language of war.
What a boring character.
Yeah, it's like after Nightmare, he's just... I don't know what to do with my life anymore.
The game looks nice.
No need for words.
Yeah.
That was a really nice effect with the light there, with Siegfried's dad. But
Battle 1. Fight. Ring out.
Fucking everybody has ring out quotes too.
Battle 2. Fight.
weird series.
Yeah, it's weird when they do that. Like, Pit Star KO in Smash Ultimate is literally just him screaming, I never learned how to read!
This ends here. Forgive me. Again.
And another weird one is like, if you spin out Spyro in Crash Team Racing Nitro Field, he just says something about cookies. Like, I won't toss my cookies!
What?
I don't fucking know. I don't use Spyro in that game.
I know it's off topic, but I didn't even know Spyro was in that game until like a couple of days ago.
Yeah. They're like, hey, crossover, and also, he was in the Game Boy Advance port of Crash Nitro Kart, so why not?
Yeah, sure. I just remember like those games had like demos for each other. It's like Crash
Yeah.
3 and the first Spyro, I think.
Yeah.
I had expected far better.
Of yourself.
I mean,
Fucking idiot.
I didn't expect a lot from you, but whatever.
Oh, this character's stupid.
My favorite Time Splitters character.
Blades flicker in the forest.
Is like Amy, who's like Raphael's adopted daughter, just like gets amnesia and becomes this.
Please, before you destroy yourself.
Well, we I don't think people have been like told 100% the truth about it. Also, she's a puppet character with an unblockable.
Don't move.
Are we sure this isn't just Minot?
Is this like Minot but shitty?
Yeah.
Like Minot has something that isn't just horny costumes, at least.
KO. Even when Civ battle.
Even when to the battle, too.
Ready?
I think in customization, she has one of Necrod's weapons, which is a big insult.
Forgive me.
Forgive me.
Forgive me while I continue to slash you with my big hunk of metal.
I can't even place his personality in this game.
Battle 3.
They're like, post-nightmare, what do we do?
He's like
Quick, the budget's running out!
gritty, serious, heroic,
Don't move.
like emo. It's just all over the place.
KO. Only one fate.
He listens to new metal? What?
Yeah.
Why fight me? If losing's all that you can do.
The game's credit's gonna have new metal in it. I was gonna say about Hilda, it's like I like they introduced her in a game where you can break all of her armor off anyway.
This will be interesting, to say the least.
I've never really been a big fan. Like, I get that there was mechanics in 4, but like the fact that they just kept that because why not? It's just like, yeah, but you could just not do that.
Yeah, especially when, like, you have a nice create a character and then, like, their shirt flies off.
Yeah, that was extremely weird. It's like, oh, you designed this character, let's just make them lose all their armor.
Cause fuck armor, be horny.
Yeah.
Impressive, you broke my leg.
You chopped my foot off, I'm impressed. Guess they're still doing the infinite stages, jeez.
Yeah. Even though that's still not the first in this series.
Is that a chip kill?
The battle rages on.
Stand up. I don't know if there's chip damage in this game.
That looks like it one, but maybe it was just like a really weak hit.
Forgive me.
Forgive me.
Team!
Victory!
Victory. Yeah. Not yet, but you know.
There!
Come on.
My people, ready, strike!
How about this? How about this?
My people, ready, strike!
You didn't block that?
Even when severely wounded, battle 4.
Even though you're severely wounded, battle 4.
You got a boo-boo? Well, boo-hoo for you.
Seems like I think Soul Calibur does have interesting characters in it, but there's some characters like watching them fight is really not that interesting.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, Cervantes becomes human in this game.
What?
And then he's voiced by Patrick Sykes. Because, why not?
Because everyone's voiced by him, I'm pretty sure.
Right.
Really struggling with Hilda here.
Yeah. Hilda's not as broken as she was in 4, at least.
Just random super, why not?
Ice Shard!
Ice
Shard! Ice pick. Guard burst.
Perfect.
Yeah, what?
Victory belongs.
Like I know it came up with guard shatter for battle craze, but guard burst.
Friends, I cannot lose.
When I think burst, I think of like guilty or like a combo breaker.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the final boss is nightmare. There are no arcade endings.
Storm out of
Oh, okay.
and reveal its true nature.
No time, no budget.
There's nothing to say. Ready?
That is something.
There is nothing to say though. That's why there's no endings.
Yeah. That's fucking Raphael.
What?
Yeah. And they just did like a really shitty take on the Soul Calibur 2 design. Okay, it's not that bad, but
Yeah. It's a freaking nightmare to me. Kick him in the shin real quick.
Even when severely wounded, the true victor.
like one of the like bonus modes you can unlock is just an extra hard arcade mode with a set path. It's like Keelik with his replacements moveset, Siegfried, Nightmare, and their Soul Calibur 4 designs. Cervantes made to look like Soul Edge from the first game. Edgemaster with Alpha Patroclus' moves. Elysium with Omega Pyrrha's moves. And then Algol at the end.
Great.
Yeah, but it's absurdly hard and stupid.
Oh yeah, so I guess their new protagonist is still in this game, isn't it?
Yeah. And he fucking sucks.
They didn't bring him back in 6, did they?
Nope. I think he was literally the reason why they rebooted it for 6.
Let's say, like, how many... Like, there aren't a lot of old characters... Or, sorry, there are not a lot of new characters in 6. Like, not, like,
Yeah.
brand new for 6. I mean, like, between 3 and 5 here. Like, any characters introduced there? Oh, there's...
In 3?
Yeah, and 6. I guess Tira, which is DLC. Or... kind of DLC, I don't know. Fucking stupid pre-order bullshit.
Bullshit Blade!
Yeah. So yeah, it was like...
Like, the two new characters in 6, not counting a guest, is Bro and Aswell.
Yeah. But like, you know, there's no Algol, there's none of the newcomers from this game, I don't think.
Nobody from 6. Hilda was DLC, Tira was DLC, Zasalamel was in the base roster.
Oh, it's Aslanal, that's right.
Perhaps this is a new beginning.
So they did a little bit from 3, but yeah, 4 and 5, it seems like their newcomers didn't make much of an impact.
I mean, there were only literally like 2 newcomers in 4.
Oh, fair enough.
That weren't guest designs.
Okay.
Okay.
That's it?
Yeah. So yeah, we are now in modern times.
The newest game I think we've done a video on.
You haven't done one for Tekken 7?
Not yet. Though that's... not sure how that's gonna work considering,
Story mode.
yeah, there are character endings, but they're all, like, one fight?
Huh.
The story in that game's weird.
Versus screen not as great as 2's, but definitely a step up from 5's. Which
Let's
is
say, you can't yell at anybody.
They just stare at you.
A merchant ship replete with riches attracts more kings.
Every time I just see the stage, I think of that video where they, made a create a character that's, oh, I'm blanking on his name now, the guy from the Old Spice commercials.
I'm on a horse.
Terry Crews.
Oh, Terry Crews.
Yeah.
Double sun power!
So it's,
yeah, this-
it's not like I think this game is, like, badly made or anything, I just don't like its mechanics. Like,
Yeah,
it's...
I can see that.
It feels like they added a lot of rock, paper, scissors to the general rock, paper, scissors of fighting games.
Because of that guard thingamajig.
Yeah, that, like...
I think they did that so, like, you could eat any 50-50, because 50-50s could be a problem. It's just that the thing that happens afterwards is a little bit too, like, yeah, here it is.
Yeah, this. So, like, I remember, like, 5 I didn't like. I just straight up thought it wasn't fun. And in this game, I was like, alright, it seems pretty good. But then I got really sick of that mechanic.
I mean, you could at least have, like, movement options and blocks, so it's like Rock, Paper, Scissors 2.
Yeah.
Somehow not made by David Serlin yet. He made fucking Chess 2!
Oh, yeah. Then I think I couldn't find characters I liked playing. It was like Aswell and then... that was about it.
Aswell's pretty cool.
Yeah. Because I like characters with, like, kind of gimmicks, but this game felt like it was pretty short on them.
I mean, they kind of, like, gave characters gimmicks. I was like, did Soul Calibur, like, need that super much?
I just think it needs something to differentiate the characters a bit. Like, I feel like older games, it kind of goes along with, you pick the ones that, like, you know, look the coolest, but then whenever you start playing more competitively, you want something that stands out among the rest.
Yeah.
I felt like most
Or
characters
you
in this
pick a
game...
low-tier character because you're that determined to play as them.
Yeah, pretty much.
King K. Rool, Kanji Tatsumi.
Yeah, pretty much. Everyone I play in Tekken. But no, yeah, just, it's like this and, like, Dragon Ball FighterZ, I look at most of the roster and I'm just like, everyone kind of feels a little samey.
There's, like, some new characters that feel kind of different when it comes to, like, their combo routes, but...
Yeah.
So, you're still floundering, mortal.
Battle 1. Fight.
Oh yeah, this is the game with, like, the stages that kind of don't really impact me the most.
Yeah, again, the games look nice, they just aren't designed very interestingly.
Yeah, it's still missing that charm of 2, and even a little bit of 3. But then again, they kind of had to focus on making this for, like, competitive play, which, you know, is very understandable in this era.
Yeah.
I mean, they did have, like, a lot of story mode content, but not many modes to just, like, dick around and do things.
Yeah. Had a different focus this time around.
Like, it did the entirety of the, like, create a character story mode, and it was, like, an alright time sink. Although some fights are, like, extremely aggravating.
Oh, I remember that now, yeah. Interesting.
I didn't like how, like, super rigid it was, because, like, it was supposed to be canon, I think, to the story? Because I know that you got certain story mode routes by doing that mode.
I like the transition here.
Yeah.
Everything's on fire.
Curse this evil.
I really thought he said curses are evil.
Yeah, just good old Siegfried back to his Soul Calibur roots.
Whatever he does.
Brood and look like a sad puppy.
Look like Arthas.
Shut.
What, for this guy?
Sung Mina. I forgot how awful that outfit is.
I forgot they, like, changed the way her name is romanized.
The desire for power leads
Like, I think it was spelled differently in 2.
Step aside. I've sinned enough already.
I won't be beaten so easily, you know.
I had to pause there to think of the rest of that sentence.
Yeah, he sinned enough already.
What the fuck did you just do, Siegfried?
That's him sinning. Hi!
Trying his best to do a Link impression.
I thought you said Lincoln as in Lincoln Park.
Abraham Lincoln Park.
Wounds!
victory will not come easily. It must
It's accurate!
Battle 2. Fight.
The fuck? Forget apparently he could do that.
He can, like, always do that.
Great.
I think Nightmare can do it, too.
Oh, really hoping.
That was also a move.
Really,
Where is this fucking stage even?
Goes to the last one.
Sand.
Is this Rock's appearance in Soul Calibur 6?
Yes. He is just all rock.
He is a rock, he is an island. His real name is Hyotsuo Yagiyama. He's 28 years old. He loves Diet Cherry Coke.
The battle is over. Show
This series never really got good English dubbing.
It's corny, which is why I don't mind it too much, but
It feels like at this point they really should have, like, figured something out.
yeah, pumped up the jams. Like, Valdo's the only, like, good English dub, technically, but then again, he doesn't speak, he's just like,
Well,
there's our new boy, there's our new edgelord.
yeah.
He's somehow better than Patroclus, despite him literally looking like a Fire Emblem character
Yeah, he does.
that I would see pasted on, like, a random Tumblr post, and I just have to assume, I guess that's that character.
Outsider encountered. Neutralizing threat.
What is he, a robot?
No. He's like a part of an organization that, like, take out the malfested. It turns out that Aswell was also a part of that organization and using him like a laptop. Because he has that anime evil mode when he takes off his iPad.
Oh, yeah.
Aswell's like, I'm gonna do the Soul Edge thing for everybody again and create a new humanity because, Darwinism.
Victory will not come
He just seemed like a maniacal piece of shit, yeah.
Who does the frigging backbreaker and take his shirt off when he powers up. And when he is shirtless, he just has a super move that takes like 80% of your health raw.
Oh, yeah.
Victory will not come easily. It must be
Dude was wild. He, like, stood out.
Yeah, he had like a very eccentric personality, a very original moveset. I'm like Grow over here. The only way I could use him is in a creative character.
Yeah, I didn't mind his moveset so much, but...
His moveset's not bad, it's better than Patroclus.
in the glory.
He didn't skin a bobcat and put it on his shoulder.
Forgive me.
Now you need to say that 20 more times in battle.
He's just one of those people that apologizes too much.
Oh, how inferior you are now that Haomaru is actually in the game. Like, I might get back to that game just to try Haomaru.
The cacophony of
You'd have to pay for him, though.
deathly silence
Yeah, that's the problem.
to madness.
Step aside.
I'm interested in seeing it, but I'm not gonna pay money just to try that out.
You'll just be a stain on my blade.
Yeah, I'll cut Siegfried and he will turn to a single little splot. And I didn't say a stain of what. It could be like a stain of moss, it could be a stain of Pepsi.
Why is he full of Pepsi?
I mean, you saw how ice cold he was in 4. Like, didn't you just want to, like, crack open some cold ones and then fill them up? See his suit just full of Pepsi?
He just opens it up like a fucking fridge.
Like, one gameplay aspect I like about this one is, they kind of went back to, you know, kind of simpler combos, unlike 4 and 5. And, like, if you want to do anything lengthy and stupid, you just use your install to get it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a neat compromise, but
I think-
I'd still play 2 over it any day.
Yeah, I think that's my problem with it, is that, like, it's more about the footsies, but, again, the footsies are just, like, rock, paper, scissors.
claim victory and bask in the glory.
Yeah.
I cannot die without.
I cannot
Without
die.
what? I cannot die without what?
Just without, you know?
Without what?
Just without, you know? Tree.
Astaroth. Oh, this is the first time we're seeing Astaroth in here.
Oh, yeah.
I actually don't like his look in here.
That's pretty close to 2, isn't it?
It's like a mashup of some things,
Blood, flesh, and souls are
but
offered to
it
the
has
gods
notes
as
from 2.
chance.
And the stupid snake and claw motif.
Oh, yeah.
Is that all you have to say?
Oh, yeah. I see it. Also, we haven't seen Yoshimitsu at all.
Like, Yoshimitsu got replaced by a successor in 5, and that visual design was pretty neat, and then they're like, no, didn't happen. I wish we saw Astaroth in 2, because his voice is amazing.
Yeah.
Worms!
Good lord. Ready? I'm gonna spin my sword around.
Don't say the line!
Victory.
Victory! No. I lost.
I've never had such an easy victory!
I've never had such an easy defeat.
Oh yeah, another thing about Astaroth. I think all of his command grabs, you can tech. I think teching is like hella easy in Soul Calibur. You just like press anything.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I remember when we were trying to play, trying to learn the game, and Nimrod wanted to play Astaroth because he's a big, like, grabby dude. And then it was like, oh, actually, no. He kind of sucks at being a grappler.
I think Waldstein also had that, at least for like his heavy 360.
Yeah, he is something like that, but...
Yeah, the trade-off in there is like reasonable, where like light version you can't tech but it deals less damage. Heavy version he can tech but it deals more damage.
Right. What's here is like Astaroth just cannot grapple, like, without being teched.
Yeah.
Because again, like, there's not really a grappler character. There's not any zoning. Like, it just feels like there's not a lot of, like, character styles. It's all just run in, throw out attacks.
Does Tekken have a zoner?
Not necessarily, although you can be kind of a prick with Akuma. To be fair, Tekken also has a thing where most grapples can be countered, but really parried.
It's like a little bit technical, like King.
Yeah, like you can do different throws that be parried, teched in different ways. So you can actually still get your throws off as long as the person doesn't know which throw you're trying to do.
Oh wait, I forgot. 2B is in this game, and I don't know if she's a zoner or not.
Oh yeah. The only thing I know about 2B is she's voiced by Kira Buckland.
And she's broken as hell in here.
Is she?
I mean, anime sword girl, yeah.
It's a step up from voicing Falk, I guess.
Step up from being the Super Smash Flash announcer. And being a part of those stupid Newgrounds animation by that one person who's a piece of shit. Yeah, being a piece of shit means you don't get into Smash Brothers, you dick.
Obviously, like, you could be talking about anybody. Because there's more than one Flash animation I've seen her in. The drop kick.
Drop a kick. Don't say that, Astaroth.
The way he said that. What the
PlayStation 4 notification. Oh!
Jesus.
Okay, he actually looks a lot better without those stupid pauldrons.
Yeah. Looks a little more generic.
I mean, yeah.
I just don't think the game has good designs.
Yeah, 6 is like hit and miss. Although one thing that I don't like about modern games is like how much tiny detail they add to characters. Like Overwatch characters just have a lot of like little things that I think are completely unnecessary.
Yeah. I was thinking, it's weird that they have like a competitive fighting game nowadays, like, something that's meant to be played at Evo or whatever, that has instant ring out KOs.
At least it's not Soul Calibur 1 with Lizard Man's easy ring out, or Maxi who had a lot of routes to ring out. Then again, there are also like stages that have walls.
Yeah, it seems like it's still pretty hard here, but it's still just weird that that is a thing.
Yeah.
Before I lose.
Before I loo at the moon, who
Damn
isn't my father.
His enemy, the moon. Oh no.
Not again!
It's Nightmare.
I wonder if Siegfried's just gonna say, haven't I fought you a million fucking times before?
Oh, I think he's gonna say, have a nice day.
Have a nice day! Parcel post!
My father's killer, so we meet again.
Admit it. We are the battle one. Fight.
I guess they kind of tried like a little bit of a different angle where like... I guess Nightmare was trying to... No wait, in the story it was like... Siegfried was fused with Nightmare, and then Keelik just like kicked the shit out of him in Inferno. And then Siegfried just got like... depressed. You know, people are like, oh, it's Nightmare! I think he goes into Soul Calibur, into the Astral Chaos, and then he just stays there forever. Which makes me wonder, how the hell are they gonna do a sequel to this?
They'll do it. That's the answer. They'll just do it.
Who knows, maybe they'll just do it like a Street Fighter 3 kind of thing, and hopefully not fuck up.
Another roster reboot, yeah.
I mean, it would probably have like an excuse to put in some fresh new styles and weapons.
My father.
And I do like how this Nightmare is based off of the Soul Calibur 1 design.
Yeah.
Pretty neat.
Complete random chance.
Or nothing happens.
I shall get near you!
I shall look at your dick!
Oh, don't do that.
Not surrender to this nightmare.
Wow.
Yeah, buddy. You do that.
Not to this nightmare. This nightmare.
Nightmare! Nipris! And the final boss is Geralt. 'Cause why not?
Okay.
Yeah, watch
Him.
The Witcher on Netflix.
He's got his PlayStation triangle button.
Sadly, he doesn't come with his bathtub.
He fights in the bathtub. It slides around like Boskanovich.
Did I ever tell you when Battle Craze was like really early in development? As in, I was just drawing shit as a kid. There's supposed to be a character who fights in a robotic bathtub.
And then Geralt exists, and you're like, wait a minute, can't do that.
Yeah, shit.
Got beamed to the punch.
Who even made The Witcher? I can't name the company that made The Witcher.
Oh god, I forget what country it's from. I want to say Polish, but I could be misremembering.
Like, you know, I could say Namco, Nintendo, Todd McFarlane, LucasArts, Ubisoft, SNK.
Also, the thing is, I don't think it was a major company. I think it was just something relatively small. They just managed to make something really damn good.
Yeah, kind of like Studio MDHR, which means Cuphead is coming to Soul Calibur.
Yeah, good. That'll be their zoning character.
Yeah,
Stand. Fight.
he would have pre-patched, like, Fire Blast.
Gerald's moveset is pretty damn interesting.
Yeah. It's a shame that I just made a creative character who's named, like, Gunsworth, and his head is just a big gun. Like, out of all the stages, I think this one is the best one.
Yeah, I mean, they're not bad looking. They're just...
Eh,
Yeah, there's just not a lot going on them.
you've had better.
Yeah, that's the thing.
It's like trying different kinds of pizza.
Right, yeah.
Each Soul Calibur's like a pizza. And with that comparison, Soul Calibur 5 is obviously Pizza Hut. Or, like, Little Caesars.
Oh, right, that's just it.
Yeah, no ending. Let's just say that Siegfried went to the future and he got himself a cold Pepsi.
No recording.
Bouncing heads! Okay, so... So this is a hack, obviously, where you could play Night Terror.
Zazzle
Versus young.
So this character is, you know, obviously not meant to be played, and he's fucking broken as shit. And I love it.
So where... Is this like an unused character, or just a boss?
He's a boss you could do in, like, the story mode if you meet certain conditions. He also appears in Nightmare's ending if you press an input. Yes!
You win. Battle 2. Fight.
Dear, oh dear. Hey, you can't even tell what's going on.
He's so fucking big!
Yeah.
Look at this absolute unit!
What the fuck?
Spider Stomp is unblockable!
What the fuck? He has a powered-up version of the Stomps?
Like, how do people play Devil Jin?
You win.
Wow.
Versus Siegfried.
The versus screen.
Once enslaved to the evil blade, he now seeks to end its cursed existence.
His cursed eggs!
Eggs.
With nightmares.
Eggs!
Oh my god.
Charlie from Eggs of Steel is the Atlas rep for Smash. Oh wait, Joker.
Joker's homophobic now. Can't have that. I really thought he was gonna ring himself out.
I don't... when you fight him and ring him out, there is a short cutscene that plays where he flies back onto stage.
Oh my god. Why does that move exist?
Like, the only thing I could take from Soul Calibur that is feasible for Battle Craze is, like, the flaming effect for unblockable moves.
Oh, yeah.
Because I think that's, like, a really neat effect.
Do you have ideas for unblockable moves?
Versus
I think I'll have to look through the doc again.
love and madness slowly intertwine. You will have no chance to strike. Battle 1. Fight.
Well, my Tom meant shit. The fuck?
I think that's a move where he, like, sucks you in.
Oh.
I know Abyss has that move, too. It's like Tanden Engine before Tanden Engine.
Battle 2. Fight.
My god.
Yes!
What?
He just has all the Devil Jin lasers.
Yeah, wow. They shouldn't call it Devil Jin style in 5, it should be Night Terror style.
It's not as broken as this, and also you don't get a free sword.
Ah, fair enough.
Versus
But if Devil Jin could stomp the ground and just, you know, be unblockable, that'd be great.
Battle 1, fight.
I love it when sound effects overlap like that.
Yeah.
Or like
Max,
cut each other off.
Max's outfit in this game is, something.
Yeah. Blonde Maxi. He always has a blonde Maxi outfit in these games.
I just mean like the one red leg. Seems kind of weird. What the? Wow.
Jesus!
Okay, that does some damage.
You win.
Yeah. Some.
Versus Ivy.
I'm going to a funeral.
My own.
Battle 1.
Dress for my own funeral.
Did Joseph Joestar going to his own funeral?
Bye.
You win.
I don't know if this is actually where I got the idea for Tyrant's design and battle craze.
The wings are very static looking.
Yeah, they like don't move until they're like needed for flying.
You win.
Yeah, I guess they are just Nightmares animations, so...
Versus Okadan.
That's the guy I was thinking. I thought this was Rock. That's why I was misremembering.
With
You
strength,
thought Rock was the
only reason.
Mokujin of this game?
Yeah, I said that in one of the videos. I was confusing with this guy.
Everybody's gotten into the drink in this View series.
Battle 2, fight.
Bye.
Versus Mitsurugi.
I'm down here.
He lives only. Battle
He lives.
1.
Oh,
Beware, he lives.
he also has that.
I thought it was an H in the ground, like it was a helipad.
Ancient helipad? What are you? No, it's Ryoshimitsu.
Oh, yes, yes. There we go.
We have never seen this entire watch,
You win. Battle
which
2,
sucks because he's pretty entertaining.
So I think one of those ships is the OBS ship, going by that insignia.
My ship sails in the morning.
You win.
Yeah, I gotta give him the suck.
Versus Abyss.
Versus a bitch.
Unimaginable power. A man who has transcended humanity.
Now imagine Night Terror being scared of that. You can't.
Battle 1.
I told you.
Oh, that was the player. Oh, wow. Jesus.
You win. Battle
What's
2.
with the purple smoke? Is that like what happens? What expels out of you if you drink purple drank? Purple dank?
Shh.
I'm sorry.
How dare you.
Yeah, this MIC watch is cancelled.
You win.
He looks distracted.
And with that, that concludes MIC Watch Soul Calibur. I hope you like the series. 'Cause
I mean, I don't like the Soul Calibur series, but hey.
hey, it's understandable watching these games again. Yeah. Now let me download Soul Calibur 2.
All right.
Quick play!
Quick play.